What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto oceans. If you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, at the making of this recording, IGRA Labs is in Cannes, France, attending the Ethereum Community Conference, and you will learn in today's vid why that is. Also, we'll have some updates on what IGRA Labs has been building, so stay tuned, Crypto Crew.
10 blocks per second.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Now, before we continue, Crypto Crew, always remember to protect your crypto investments. Self-custody is key, and in my personal opinion, the Tangent Wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. So if you wish to order your Tangent Wallet today, you can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Ancient symbols told stories. Today, we carve memes. Same purpose. Just fun, not money. Think Caspa.
Crypto Crew, smart contracts are on the corner. I will make a video in the coming days, Lord willingly, to discuss the unique features of both Casplex and IGRA Labs, which both are bringing smart contracts to the Caspa network in their distinct, unique ways. But today you will hear from Dennis and Pavel, who stopped by at the XXIM podcast for a chat with Ankit. Shout out to them.
We want to kind of like freeze the code end of this week, so we can start testing it.
Okay.
And then and polish it, so we can open it mid-July, as we mentioned. Watch the space for specific announcements. We're making rounds with our ecosystem, like the best people, like future developers which are going to deploy on IGRA. That's the best part of my day, because we discuss with people what they want to build, how exactly they can use unique properties of IGRA and of Caspa, essentially. That's always invigorating to hear other people's plans, because it's kind of, it give us the purpose, right? If we just deploy infrastructure without projects on it, it doesn't make any sense. Like, we want to have real users, and real users will come only if there will be real interesting applications and protocols deployed on IGRA. So this is also a very important part. Beginning of next week, we're going to be in Cannes, in FCC. I really like this conference. Like, normally many people coming from very diverse backgrounds, both builders and users. It means like we can explain BlockDApp and IGRA and everything we built to lots of people. Like, we're happy to connect with people, just have a drink, have a laugh. That's always important to have a real faces, like real conversations about, again, because we're building for real people. We're not building infrastructure in the vacuum. We want people to use it. In terms of testnet, we kind of did it already with DevNet. I think the most challenging part is about nodes. We want people to run our nodes, because that's essential part of what we're building. We explained it in our post about Caravelle, but in short, decentralization and censorship resistant can be guaranteed only if community run our nodes and not just IGRA Labs. That's a very important part of this release. We're going to give it to the wider audience. We have at least 5 different teams who wants to take our nodes for a drive, and we're very excited about that.
You know, why IGRA is spending so much time at these ETH events, right? You guys have been to ETH Belgrade. Obviously, you're going to ETHCC now. So why IGRA team is spending time at these Ethereum events?
It's not IGRA. It's developers doing their job. Don't worry, they're not spending time on events unless they really want to. But the thing is, I'm a big believer in the Ethereum ecosystem. There's still lots of brilliant people there. It's still the best programmable chain in terms of decentralization and security. And I think also with current leadership, they have lots of health changes. I personally want to be in touch with this ecosystem to cross-pollinate, explain our designs, start people thinking, because there are lots of very intellectually honest people in this ecosystem. And if you tell them about Kaspa BlockDAG and how you can build a different programmable blockchain ecosystem using it, they listen, they ask real questions, they research, and that's the best thing can happen. In Caspa community, there is one big area of development. We should have more researchers and people who look into stuff deeply, research it, attack it and not just praise it, but also question it. If you want to build something solid, you should question it daily. You should ask yourself
100%.
a question: is it really thing we want to build? And this is what we can learn from Ethereum ecosystem. Like these people, they debate roadmaps, they debate approaches, technology ruthlessly. Even if they're friends, they know how to dissect things. And this what we should learn from this. Not just to praise and promote something because it's shiny, but learn how to ruthlessly reason about systems and find problems before these problems became bigger issue, like, for example, in Bitcoin technology these days, right? Yeah. Because of the lack of the healthy debate, the whole thing turned into the circus, and now we have, it is what it is, unfortunately. So I think that Ethereum has it better, like the atmosphere there is better, the intellectual climate and culture is better. So this is something I appreciate, and this is something I want to have for Caspa ecosystem as well. There is a client, you download it, you set up on your machine, but hopefully not. You maybe have some cloud service for that. You run it, and you can send L2 transactions to L1 using your own software. IGRA node by itself just allows you to read and write L2 transactions. So everyone can run it, make sure that their transactions made it into the layer 1. So this is like the basic thing. And then we need community, so people will run these nodes and to ensure basically decentralization and censorship resistance. And everyone can recreate L2 state and verify its integrity. But there is still a problem with liveness and security. If you run your node, I cannot force you to run it forever, to run it with, as I mentioned before, service level agreement. Like make sure that your uptime is good, that your software is updated, that you send and receive transactions and stuff like that. So this is why we incentivize the nodes, the node owners who wants to provide the proper service. So if you stake IGRA token, you became a validator. So you're not just a node operator, you're a validator. And then you have power, but then you also have a responsibility. So you have the benefits of this. You receive portion of the fees which flow through the systems. You receive portion of ICAS fees, wrapped Caspa, gas fees, essentially. But then if you do not maintain your service properly, your server properly, then you will be penalized. Like there will be full or partial slashing of your staking. Obviously, we need to allocate IGRA token to the community, to our early backers. There will be several ways to do that. They will be allocated across like basically major three pools: development ecosystem, developers, community, and early supporters. Also, some portion of tokens will be reserved for the IGRA Association, which is a pre-form of the DAO. So we plan to transition to DAO in the future. So if you support project now, you will be part of our early community.
Awesome.
Participation program will be announced separately.
So let's move on to the second point, which is the L1 to L2 canonical bridge, right? So that's basically for the ICAS itself, right? That's the plan here, to have ICAS canonically bridged to the Caspa, right?
In a pure academic sense, people will object to call it canonical bridge, because for them, canonical bridge is only two-way. Okay, it's L1 to L2 and back. Okay, and we will not have L2 to L1 canonical bridge. Okay, until there is zero knowledge of code on the layer 1. Okay, we call it colloquially canonical bridge, but you know, academically it's just an entry of Caspa into layer 2, okay? How to implement the bridging back, okay? But it will not be trustless, okay? It will be kind of trust minimized, okay? Maybe multi-sig, whatever, yes? So,
see what you mean, I see. So you can, as a user, I can take my Caspa, lock it at the smart contract, convert it to ICAS, but I can't take from ICAS back to Caspa.
You'll have to trust some third party for this operation, okay? Unfortunately for now, yeah, but it's a technological limitation for everybody, okay? It's not the IGRA's problem, okay?
And obviously, ICAS is a gas. It will be used as a gas token, and along with this, it's going to be used as the rewarding mechanism to the node operator. So it's got a lot of like utility all of a sudden, right?
The stakers get their proportion of the transaction fees, okay? Right. And these transaction fees are in ICAS, obviously, yes. So they earn in Caspa. For people coming from Ethereum, let's say, they will naturally assume that if you stake a token, we use this word staking. Yes, this staking is enforcing consensus. Okay, this is the consensus mechanism. like in any proof of stake system. But we are not proof of stake. No. We are proof of work. Yes, this staking is not to ensure consensus. Okay, it's only to incentivize running the nodes and guarantee the proportional earnings of the stakers from transaction fees. It's a different role. I think that people are waiting for testnet, okay? And I see that the teams kind of checked, but now next step for them is to invite their own users to, like Zilla, for example, did on Caspa now. They need to invite hundreds, thousands of people, and we won't allow it on the current DApp. So it should change in a couple of weeks when we release testnet.
Crypto Crew, Casplex already has their testnet up and running. IGRA will have theirs soon. It's just a matter of time. Shout out to Dennis, Pavel, and the IGRA Labs team. Shout out to Ankit and the XXIM podcast. More to come in a video near you, Crypto Crew. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.